Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. Mysterious Mike, are you interested in some rotten cotton?
Rotten cotton? What is that? Are we talking about cotton from Dodgeball?
No, not cotton from Dodgeball. We are talking about the smash hit movie by Brian Henson, The Happytime Murders.
Smash hit?
I know, I'm being facetious. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm
with you. It is effing tanking at the box office bad.
Oh, is
Real
it tanking?
Bad.
Yeah, I didn't know.
How did you not know? Do you not look at the internet?
No, I was not looking at the internet.
Dude, you live on the internet.
I do. I love the internet. I want to join the Matrix. I'm looking. Follow the white rabbit.
Like Elon?
Yeah, follow the white rabbit.
I think Elon should give everyone a Tesla if we're really in the Matrix. He should adjust the code. Because I would love to have a Model 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some things about Tesla that I don't like. But we are talking about movies, so I'm not going to talk about that.
Well, the thing I don't like about Teslas the most is the cost.
Well, I don't like the auto update and the gathering of all of your data when you park. It downloads to the mothership.
Yeah, but everything does that now. Your cell phones, your smart watches, your ovens, your smart refrigerators, your smart cars, your smart blankets, your smart coffee makers. Everything is hooked to the internets now, Michael. And we are always being tracked no matter what we do.
Well, yes, I know all of that stuff is happening, but I don't just like how they're downloading all this stuff, and you're basically, by driving their car, you're giving them data about the roadways and where you drive and stuff for free.
Yeah, but Google Maps does the same thing.
Well, Google Maps isn't have a car at your house.
That's true. You didn't give Google Maps $80,000 to use their app either.
Right.
So, anyways, all right, Mike. I think that's a pretty good jump to talk about our movie. Happytime Murders. You want to give us the rundown on Melissa McCarthy's latest comedy?
Yeah, sure. So, this is Happytime Murders. It's directed by Brian Henson, Jim Henson's son. Writers are Todd Berger, and starring Melissa McCarthy, Elizabeth Banks, Maya Rudolph, Leslie David Baker, Joe McHale, and Cynthia Wu. And the plot summary for this is when the puppet cast of an 80s children's TV show began to get murdered one by one, a disgraced LAPD detective turned private eye puppet takes on the case.
Well, all right, Mike. Okay, I'm just going to start off by asking you, because I know we already discussed it a little bit. I know you like this movie. So, go for it. Why do you enjoy The Happytime Murders so much, and you're going to give it a 5 out of 5 reels?
Whoa. I didn't say I was going to give it 5 out of 5 reels, but I thought it was kind of funny. There are some problems with this movie, specifically the red band trailer that everyone passed around because they thought it was funny, has most of the movie in it, and that's sad.
Yeah, it really maybe that's why I'm not a huge fan of it, because it really kind of ruined the entire movie, because literally all 4 jokes that are funny in the movie is basically the trailer.
Yeah, there was a few other jokes that I kind of found funny, but for the most part, yes. The main funny parts in the movie are are in the Red Band trailer. So did it do a good job of getting us to go to the theater and see it? Yes, it did. We were both pretty excited about it, and I thought it was okay. It's not that great, and the puppet murder scenes were great, but it was just okay.
See, now I'm going to tear it apart, and I'm going to try not to, because I know you enjoyed it, and I know my sister and brother-in-law called me in the middle of me actually watching the movie last night. I did not answer my phone, but I felt it going off to talk about how awesome Happytime Murders is and how it is the best movie of the year. And I immediately called them back when I got out, because one, she never calls me, so why are you calling me on a Friday night at 11 o'clock? But that was mostly my biggest concern, because she never does. But I called her and I immediately let her know what I really thought about this movie, and I did not enjoy it at all. I found it boring. And I think I'm just really disappointed, because the trailer looked so good. There are so many funny parts in it, and going into it, basically, there's maybe a handful of funny parts outside of the trailer, but for the most part, the trailer's the movie, and it really kind of ruined it, I guess, is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, Mike. It's just, I had such high hopes for this. It just seemed so funny. I know it was going to be raunchy, and I accepted that. I don't have a problem with raunchy movies. Never have, never will. But it's kind of fun and good for about the first 45 minutes of the movie, and then it's just kind of the same thing over and over, and the story just gets very boring to me. And it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I'm more disappointed in it than it being a bad movie, because maybe that's what's affecting my thoughts on it. I don't know. I just had such high hopes for this.
Yeah, it's just okay. I was worried that Melissa McCarthy was going to bring on the overzealous Melissa McCarthy that she sometimes has in some of her movies, but in this movie she was actually more subdued and not even really too much comedy on her side. I mean, she had some jokes and one-liners, but it was more of a subdued role for her, which was kind of different. Yeah,
she wasn't quite as boisterous of a character as she was in, say, Bridesmaids, or even the Ghostbusters reboot.
Yeah.
She was kind of more chilled. She was she had her loudmouth kind of moments, especially when her and her puppet partner would get together and argue about why the puppet partner is no longer on the police force and why he's a PI and things like that.
Yeah. I also thought it was kind of, I guess the reason that the puppet gets kicked off of the police force was kind of, to me, dumb, but whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb, but especially since, I mean, we'll talk about it when we get into the spoilers, but, it's counterintuitive to what they're trying to present in the movie about puppets and humans interacting and being together in this world, because it seems like the puppets are second-class citizens the entire time, and nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody cares. That's why it's even kind of odd as a movie in that way, because the Happytime Murders is the murder of a puppet cast, basically, of a big-time TV show. And it's not like a puppet police that shows up to investigate these murders. It is the full-on police department. But yet nobody gives a shit about puppets. So why do they care that puppets are being murdered? Like, it's very contradictory.
Yeah. Well, it kind of leads to the audience to try and feel for the puppet private investigator guy, I think, because he's trying to do this noble cause of figuring out what's going on with that. And then he also got hired on to look into this lady's background because she's supposedly got like a stalker, and it was. I guess, I mean, it's interesting how much work it takes to get puppets into movies and stuff, but this story was just strange, I guess.
The story was done kind of almost in one of those classic detective noir kind of films where the detective is the narrator as well, and he's talking about this and talking about that, and when he was on the police force and things, and I don't think it really worked because it's a puppet that's doing it. I don't know. Maybe that just reading into it too much. I mean, I like a lot of those films, but it just didn't work for me.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay.
I wanted it to be sillier. I wanted it to be maybe not raunchier, but I wanted more substance. I wanted more execution. I wanted more, and it just kind of wasn't there. I mean, you get these kind of lulls, and then you get like a really kind of funny, odd, off the wall part, and then you get like another really long lull, and
yeah. I mean, there was some funny off the wall things that were not shown in the Red Band trailer, so that was good. But it was just okay. I mean, I laughed. There was some funny stuff.
All right, Mike. Let's go ahead and dive in head first. How does the Happytime Murders relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, Matt, thanks for asking. This movie, the makeup by Linda D. Flowers. She also worked on Captain America, the First Avenger.
So the very first Captain America movie. Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. I figured it would have been... Well, I don't even know.
It seemed like a lot of people worked on similar movies that were in this. Like a lot of people... It's almost like there's certain kinds of crews of people that, like, when someone makes a movie, they all just go and make it together. And it seemed like there's a lot of people that worked on a lot of the same movies. So it was a little bit harder to find somebody who was in the MCU tie-in, but, I found him. So
Nice. See, I bet you it's a lot like the real world and the real working world. It doesn't really matter what you can do or how good you're at it. It's who you know.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
All right, Mike. So I don't know if we can talk too much more about this movie without getting into a lot of the spoilers, especially some of the funnier jokes in the film. So let's go ahead and do it. Spoilers from here on out until the end. Here's your warning. Go ahead and hit stop, hit pause, go see the movie, or don't go see the movie and listen to this, whatever. But spoilers from here on out.
Okay.
You're just going to say, okay, you're not going to add any more than that?
Well, I thought you were going to start busting out.
Oh, fine. I will do it then.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah.
the cow milking scene.
That's exactly where I thought you were going to go. And that's where I was going to go.
Was interesting. I like how they kept bringing it up. So, like, it just kind of shows up through the movie a lot. And I think it took them a long time to make that look good. So,
dude, that shit was hilarious. That was one of the funnier scenes in the movie. Because it's not just a cow that's being milked. It's a cow being milked by an octopus. So there is like 4 arms going on each one of the 4 udders. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, no, it was good. That was great. The weird thing with the puppets, like, and sugar and stuff, it was interesting. Like, it was like crack or whatever, or like cocaine, but it was like, and then there was this weird tie-in with Melissa McCarthy's character having a puppet liver.
Yeah, dude, I like that. I thought that was funny because that explains, some of her tie-ins and some of the arguments she has and things and why everybody turns their back on her and stuff. I like that. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Because it just didn't make sense. Because, like, when the puppets are being murdered and their heads are exploding, there's no organs or anything coming out. It's just cotton. So it's like, okay, so her liver is basically a giant ball of cotton. All right.
Yeah.
One of my other favorite parts that started towards the beginning, it was actually right around the same scene as the cow milking scene, was the puppet dog and the fireman.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
That was pretty funny. And it
But
kept
again,
like going
all
on.
these-
Yeah.
Yeah, again, all these scenes take place in like the first 30 minutes of the movie. So maybe that's why I was so disappointed, because all this hilarious scenes take place and then it's just kind of like boring after that. But I mean, the dog, I mean, just threatening the firefighter, What, you want me to pee on you like a hydrant?
Yeah. No, it was pretty. that was pretty funny. It was interesting to see like the puppets talking like dirty or whatever, and like just, I guess, raunchy and just cursing and stuff. That was interesting. And then
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, and then Elizabeth Banks' character, I was like, I almost forgot that she was in this, and it was like, oh yeah. It's interesting. I wonder why she chose to do this movie, but she was kind of funny.
Yeah, she had an interesting character that was not hardly in this movie at all, which kind of sucked, because I'm a huge fan of Elizabeth Banks. I think she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's been in some pretty good movies too, so she's funny.
Zack and Miri Make a Porno. She was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. I mean, she's been in some fun stuff.
Yeah, she's a director now. I think she directs. She directed those Pitch Perfect movies, I believe.
Oh, Lord. Those will never be reviewed, even if people ask. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I couldn't make it through La La Land. I'm not going to make it through a Pitch Perfect movie. I'm sorry.
Oh, La La Land was awesome.
Dude, are you high?
I guess so.
I couldn't make it. I made it through 15 minutes of it, and I had to turn it off.
Wow. Okay.
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And you know what sucks too is I really wanted to see The Greatest Showman. I really wanted to see that movie, but I know I probably would have gotten up and walked out on that one too.
Why? Because of the dancing and singing?
Yeah, I don't do well with musicals, man. I just don't.
Man, The Greatest Showman's really good.
I know. That's why I wanted to see it. Even my friend at work who said he hates musicals with a passion loved The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, it was good.
So when it comes out, on Netflix or one of those other services I don't have to pay for, I'll probably watch it on that, because if I can't handle it and I turn it off, I won't feel so bad.
All right.
Whereas if I pay for something and I walk out, I feel like I have to sit there no matter what, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. Happytime Murders, Mike. Puppets having sex. Puppets swearing. Puppets being murdered.
Yeah.
God, that one murder scene, the main character's brother that was in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah, with the dogs?
Yeah, that was a great murder scene. He just got pulled apart. That was so funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
When they were making that shit, they were like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could have just contained the laughter.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end credits, I don't know. Did you stay through the end credits?
Yeah, when you watch some of the kind of behind the scenes stuff.
it looked like they had more fun shooting the movie than the movie actually was. I mean, it was just so cool how they, like, the puppets, for those of you who don't know, the puppets are actually, like, walking, like, around in the real world. And it's two guys in green screen suits that are sitting there making the puppet walk and stuff. So funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, no, it was good.
Oh, jeez. God, I can't even imagine the amount of time it took them to take all that crap out. It's probably not as bad as like making an MCU movie with all the digital crap in that. But still, having to take all the puppeteers out must have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting to see how that was done. I was like, oh, that's cool. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I liked the behind the scenes stuff. I thought that was almost more interesting than the movie.
So harsh, dude. So harsh. You really, really didn't like this one.
I think I was just let down. I expected so much more. Ugh. I mean, I was seriously looking forward to this since, like, the day they released the trailer.
Yeah, and what was it? Sesame Street even sued to try and not get this released?
Right, there was a lot of controversy around it. Oh, well. Ugh. All right, so what else do you want to add about the Happytime Murders there, Mike?
It was neat to see them try and turn the puppet, like, stereotype upside down, essentially, because usually puppets are for kids and kids' movies and stuff, and this one was like, nope, this one's totally just, like, X-rated, pretty much. You know, I mean, not really X, but R-rated. It had a lot of, you know, puppets with, like, sex and all kinds of cursing and violence and, you know, just mayhem.
Purple bush.
Oh, yeah. Does the curtain match the drapes?
God. My little sister was trying to point out, she was saying, like, I don't remember the name she said, but she was totally wrong on the scene. And I was like, no, Heather, that is an extremely famous scene that has been copied over and over and over since basically the day that scene came out. And that's, you know, Sharon Stone's Basic Instinct scene, famous scene where she shows off her nether regions by uncrossing her legs and then crossing them back over.
Yep. It has been, I don't even know how many times, but it's referenced in so many different movies and stuff. I always am like, oh yeah, the Basic Instinct thing. Yeah,
it just reminds you, like, you know, Basic Instinct still had that kind of impact, you know?
Yeah. So, did you notice that this movie, actually the last movie that we released too, or reviewed too, was also produced by the H brothers? That Chinese company, man, they're making movies like crazy.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because I don't really recall seeing H brothers around that much. And now, were they involved in the Meg too?
I'm not sure if it was the Meg. Maybe. Let me see.
Because I remember seeing them fairly recently, like probably in the past month and a half, on another movie other than Happytime Murders and Mile 22. But it was kind of nice because the H brothers have some other movies coming out that I didn't even know existed on this world, and they were trailers before this one and before Mile 22. Like I guess Jennifer Garner's doing an action movie now. Did you see that trailer?
Yeah, the Peppermint.
Yeah, it basically looks like Death Wish, but not. Yeah. So I think I'll still probably go see it because I as horrible as Daredevil was, I mean, I did kind of like her playing Elektra. You know, I thought she did all right. She didn't do great, but she did all right. So I wouldn't mind seeing her doing another action movie. I'll be all right with it.
Yeah, no, that movie looks interesting. It's a classic revenge movie, so I love that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? God, speaking of revenge movies, the other day I was scrolling through my Vudu. I really need to give you access to that, by the way. But I was scrolling through my Vudu, and they had one of my favorite revenge movies of all time on sale for like $3, and I bought it.
Yeah, what was it?
Mel Gibson's Payback.
Oh yeah, I like that movie. Yeah, that's good.
I love that movie. That movie is so good. That's a really good revenge movie if you've never seen it. That might have to become a legacy cast too. I really did enjoy that. Yeah,
my favorite revenge movie I think is Man on Fire.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's on a whole nother level though. Even compared to Payback, I mean that is an incredible movie. Incredible movie. And
then the Gerard Butler movie with Jamie Foxx as a lawyer. Hold on. I'm going to find it.
I was going to say that one is not ringing a bell for me at all. Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, Law-Abiding Citizen. Oh my gosh, that is such a revenge movie. It's awesome.
Is it pretty good? I don't know if I ever saw that.
Oh, dude, you would like it. Law-Abiding Citizen. Look it up.
Yeah, I need to go check that one out for sure. So, all right, Mike. So speaking of revenge, what do you rate the Happytime Murders?
Well, this one I think I'm gonna go with 3 reels. It's okay. I wouldn't really recommend people go. Well, scratch that. I recommend people see it because it's interesting to see puppets in such adult type of roles. So that alone is worth seeing. So I say 3 reels and you should see it in the theater.
Oh, dude, no. I can't condone it. I can't condone it, Mike. Like I said, I think the trailer just ruined it for me, and the build-up for it ruined it for me. I really expected this movie to be better. I really wanted more, and I didn't get it. There was a handful of really good, really funny parts surrounded by crap. Just boring crap. Just, ugh. I give it 2 out of 5. No.
Wow.
I don't think, if you want to watch it when it comes to Netflix or Amazon or even hell, Redbox it, I'll condone that, but I don't think you should go waste your money in the theaters. And clearly, a lot of the audience didn't either, because when I went and saw it on opening night on this past Friday, I think there was 7 other people in the theater, and it was in one of the biggest theaters at Picture Show.
Wow.
And I got to use my movie pass again. Woo!
Oh, man, that's important. That's important.
That is 2 movies in a row. So that's why I don't feel quite as bad. Because I think if I would have had to pay $10 for this movie, I would have probably given it a 1.
Wow.
But I didn't.
Harsh words.
I know, man. I know. Because I liked a lot of the actors in this. I liked Joe McHale's part. He did a good job. Melissa McCarthy, was a lot more subdued and toned down, and I think that really worked. And, Maya Rudolph as Bubbles was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, hilarious. She has, the name of a puppet / stripper, and she is the assistant to the puppet PI.
Yeah.
I mean, just hilarious. That's good writing right there, and I expected that for the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Sorry you were let down, man. I didn't feel as bad as Matt did on this one, but hey, it's okay. We don't have to agree.
Nope, we don't. Maybe I'll have to watch it again and be drunk this time or something. I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun if I'm drunk.
Yeah, maybe.
Or I'll snort some sugar.
Yeah.
But I might die, though.
Yeah.
I might die, though, because I don't have a puppet liver.
Yeah. Full of cotton.
I do like that line, though. The when they're, God, what was that? What was the name of that? Skittle Alley or Skittle Row or something?
I don't know. I forgot.
You remember it was Skittle, I think it was Skittle Alley or something. It was basically the shitty, dingy, transient, awful drug den of the puppet world.
Yeah.
And it's called Skittle Alley because everybody's just down there doing sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, and then those two hooker puppets. Like, I used that opening line in the podcast, but I mean, rotten cotton. I mean, that's just great. That's a good line. And I wanted like the whole movie to have lines like that throughout it, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So let down. Anyways, all right, Mike. So this is the end of episode 43. So we have on the horizon episode 50. And I think we should do something special for episode 50. What do you think we should do, Mike?
I don't know.
I was
trying to think about what to do.
I had a couple ideas floating around in my head. I'm not the smartest guy ever. But I was thinking of trying to get our iTunes reviews back up and maybe doing a giveaway again. I was thinking maybe we'll give away a Blu-ray this time.
Oh.
Maybe like maybe like a copy of Deadpool 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe a copy of Infinity Wars. Something like that. Something that really relates to us. Or the other one that was floating around in my head that wouldn't cost me any money that I don't have is possibly just going back and doing a special legacy cast. I was thinking either something along the lines of a movie that is having their 50th anniversary this year, but I couldn't really think of any because 50 years ago would have been 1968. And I am not too fluent in movies from the 60s.
Oh, well, that's your problem right there.
So I know of some, but not many. So I was thinking maybe something like that. Or the other one, since our ties to the Marvel Cinematic Universe only continue, except for that one little hiccup we had with Clerks. But I think we'll just look past that.
Yeah, let's look past that.
Maybe for our 50th episode, we should do a legacy cast with where it all started.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, that's the original Iron Man.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
So those are the kind of ideas I have rolling around in my head. So we got a couple weeks until episode 50 comes up. I think it's going to happen in probably September. It's either September or the first part of October. So if you guys have an idea of what you would like us to do for 50 episodes, shoot us an email at nerds@realfilmnerds.com. If you think you'd really be interested in getting a free movie, hit us up. Let us know. Or, I don't know. Something. Just email us, because I haven't gotten one email from nerds@realfilmnerds. So, anyways, just throwing all that out there.
Yeah, that sounds cool, man. Yeah, let's see what people want.
Yeah, I know 50 episodes isn't a super huge milestone, but it's kind of a big milestone for me because there's been multiple times where I'm just ready to throw my hands up in the air and say, screw it, I don't want to do this stupid podcast anymore because nobody listens to it, and why the hell are we doing it? And then I realize that I get to talk to my good buddy at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, and then I realize I need to keep doing this because it's fun.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let us know, people, what you think we should do. And I don't know what we're reviewing for next week. I haven't even looked at the schedule. So I think we might need to do a legacy cast or a tributary for one of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what comes out next week.
Yeah, here, I'm on IMDb right now, so we could take a look. I thought I had it bookmarked at one point of upcoming movies. But let's see. Now my keyboard is going to make a lot of noise because it's loud. IMDb. Well, you're not going to talk while I'm typing? Damn it, Mike.
Yeah, well, I was looking myself.
You're looking too?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's Operation Finale, which is about the
the
Nazi guy that they find like a few years after World War II. They find where he's hiding, and they're trying to get him.
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that, especially since former Real Film Nerds co-host and founder of the show, Seth Marquardt, is leaving the Prescott area, possibly indefinitely. We'll see. Who knows? But this is his last week in town, and I told him we need to go see a movie together one last time before he leaves, and that was the movie that he wants to go see.
Oh, okay.
So that would be a good one, Operation Finale. That would work.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, let's try and plan on that. And I might have to go see that Harkins because is that an indie?
I don't know. It's probably not going to have a huge release.
Typically, the theater that gets the smaller releases here and the indies is Harkins. So, Movie Pass, I don't know if I'll get that third movie next week. Might have to go see Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
So, all right, Mike, you got anything else you want to add this week?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either. Just don't go enjoy yourself some rotten cotton because it's not worth it.
All right. Well, with that, thanks everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.